Hello, everyone. This is Sean, and welcome to a brand new episode, or brand new series of Transport Fever. That's right. I have given up on the previous game. It was just too messed up and clunky. We're going to start us a new one, and hopefully, we can get a decent map out of this. You never really know how the maps are going to turn out when you start things out, but we're going to do our best. So we are going to play on hard difficulty again, of course, and let's see how we end up. All right, medium size. Let's go with the European map this time. It looks a little nicer because it's going to be green. And we will go with yeah, flat terrain is fine. Actually, let's go with the medium terrain. I don't really care. That way, we'll start in 1850, hard difficulty, and we are going to randomize it. So let's do that and start it up and see what happens. So, I think a good lesson to learn from the last game is to try to, don't overextend the production plants. Maybe try to limit each production plant to specific lines, I guess. So, we had that oil well that was servicing two fuel lines as well as one crude oil line or whatever it was, oil line that was going to the plastic area. So we're going to try to avoid that with this one. Let's try not to worry too much about this long black screen that never seems good. There we go. All right, let's turn on our topography first, see what we have to work with. Always good to try to look at maybe your initial industries along the river. So promising to have a food thing near Howden here. I guess Howden could be our first town. That doesn't really seem amazing. We could run food from here that could go to both of those towns. Is there an oil well near there? There is an oil well near there too, I guess. So we could conceivably get oil and food going to both of those towns. Okay, that's weird. So it looks like, there you go, it looks like a little wedge of cheese when we see it from this angle. So if we were to take food from up here, where is there a bakery that we could, there we go, we could get food from here with cattle. So that's a potential start. Oh, look at that. We could do fuel as well. Now getting it to both of those would be a little tricky. But wow, that's quite a hill that we'd have to climb up. Although it doesn't look like it's too steep if we came around this way. So if we built a station right here and just kind of ran it like that and then curved around like that and then had a larger station like right here near Paganton. Although boy, we could have a pretty good station going on right here. Too bad it's on the side of a hill, because that would not make for an ideal station spot. But that is looking like the best. It's the best that I've seen so far because it has oil and food, and then we can take it to oil and food down here. Over here, we've got a food by Craven Arms and Paganton, and we could get both of those in on there, but I don't see any oil production, so I don't really want to do that one. We have this food, which would serve Bewdley and Bentham. Bentham is a pretty big town, so that's nice, but there's not any oil or lumber. Lumber is another one that you can do on its own if you have a lumber mill near a a tool factory, but we don't really have that going on. We kind of have that over here with Craven Arms. There's a lumber there. There's where we could make some food. How we could do, yeah, I don't like that one as much. Right. Well, I think this is going to be it. So I think we will set a station kind of right here is kind of the center of all of that. And so let's go ahead, borrow a little bit of money. We're going to go to the train thing here. Oh, I always forget to change it to a freight train depot, so I'm glad I remembered this time. And we do want to kind of have it centralized between those two. I think this is pretty well centralized. It's going to be a lot of truck traffic going back and forth between these two, but I do think that this will be the best option for us. Maybe I'm going to run it this way, I think. Go like that. Yeah, that'll do. Very good. And we're going to run the rail. So we want to, do I want to try to bring it this way? Like that would make for a shorter path, but boy, it really would have to go up that hill. Whereas if we go this way, we can gradually go up the hill. Although if we came out and went like, we could go this way and then kind of take this hill. I think, you know what, I think we might be able to, and go up by the lumber there. So let's give it a shot. So we want to have a nice level starting spot here. Level it off. That's not going to be good because that's going to cost us a lot of money for that land, but that's what we have to do to make a nice little X spot here. So one lesson that I learned since the last game that we played is you definitely want to leave a little gap here. That way we can get those signals in there to route the track. And now we want to go this way, so we're gonna build the track, but we're actually gonna build track, not more signals. Build the track like that. Let's go sharp at the very beginning, and yep, we can go down is fine, and then we can just concentrate on that. And now we're gonna just kind of go this way, and we will try to keep it as low to the ground as we can and avoid any steep inclines if we can, and just try to climb up this hill along the side. I feel like the lumber mill is right there, so yeah, we just want to keep going that way. So we're making a pretty good straight line to where we want to be going, I think. There we go. And oh, that's not good. It's gonna, although it's not really bad either. $11,000. It looked like there was gonna have to be a lot of fill there. Now see, now we're getting to where we're getting a lot more fill. 13,000 though isn't gonna hurt us. Yep, I get it. We're gonna have to put a road there. I understand. Let me get my track built first there, game, before you're telling me how to do my job. And there we go. I don't like all that fill. We are climbing this hill pretty well, though, I think. Oh, I spoke too soon. Yikes. Well, we are going to have to cut through at some point, so we may as well cut through here, I guess. Yee, that's going to be really expensive. All right, make sure that we're climbing as well as we can. Keep our costs down. So expensive. But it's going to make for a much faster, more straightforward route if we do that. I don't need to do that now. There we go. And cool, we're coming in across here, and then we're going to want to kind of curve over there so we don't, I mean, I guess we're going to go around this lumber section no matter what we do. This definitely is a hilly land area, that's for sure. But, you know, I mean, I guess we wanted more of a challenge, right? I don't know that I really wanted more of a challenge, but that's what we've gotten ourselves, is a bit more of a challenge. I think we'll be able to make it, though. It's oh, so much fill in there. Not too much there, good. We're going to want to curve a little bit that way. And we're going to keep going. Let's bring up the land there. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to kind of need to go around those hills there. Let's take a look at our ending spot over here. So we're gonna do, I don't know that I really necessarily need to do a freight station going the way that I had that one set up. Let's try to have this as level as we can, like that'll work out real well. Oh, thank goodness, I thought I did a passenger station there for a minute. I do not need to waste $250,000, whatever it costs to make a station. All right, keep you level. There we go. There we go. And then leave a little gap in there and cross over. Too much curvature, just right curvature. And oops, let's try it from this side. Oh, come on, you're not going to let me do that? Oh, please. Try again. All right, let's try leaving a little more space in there, and we'll put you there, and then we'll drag you across like that. Beautiful. And I believe we're running the inside line here. We are, or the outside line, or whatever it is. Doesn't really matter. It's this one that we're running. And you can probably start going up because we're gonna cut around there. And what are we gonna do? I guess we probably want to go around the hill like that. So I guess the smarter thing would be to go, well, no, let's just figure it out from here, huh? How does that sound? Instead of worrying too much about getting it perfect, we will start at this end and get it as well as we can. There we go. Go by this factory. Might be able to find a use for that factory later on. So I guess we probably shouldn't cut it too narrow. Cross this road. Very good. Getting a nice curve going there. Keep curving around, but get you a little closer down to the ground if we can. I guess we can't. Shoot, cancel. Keep down to the ground there. There we go. Whoops. All right, so we want to curve around that hill, right? What does the terrain look like over there? It looks steeper than it is. You know what? I think we can actually come across. I think we can afford to cut. So we want to cut between those trees there. And where are we at over here? Probably coming in at a nice straight line for that. There we go. Oh, having some problems with the terrain though, unfortunately. I don't want to cut too much of a trough through there. Yeah, I understand. The roads are not connected. That's right now. I'm more concerned about laying down the rail, Mr. Game Moderator. Keep going. We're gonna have to cross this road. Oh, there we go. Nope. Maybe like that then. That's fine. I don't like the way that puts us towards going towards that hill there, though. We really didn't hit our target either. Unfortunately, we kind of got distracted. But I think we'll be able to make it through if we go this way. And then a couple of roads to cross there, but luckily we can cross them pretty easily. And then now we're gonna have to deal with climbing up this hill a little bit. That's gonna be but wait a minute. Still gonna be a little expensive. Let's cut our costs a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Jeez, saved like $30,000 just by doing that. All right, now it's gonna be a little funny as we try to go over the hill, but it's not much of a hill. And there's our rail that we're heading towards, so we just kind of want to hug around those trees there, I would say. So we'll go like that, and very good. And we're gonna need to curve a little bit this way so we can turn and curve the other way like that. And we're so close to being there. Way too expensive to do it that way, though. So let's do it this way. You need to pull over a little more, though. There we go. That looks like that's going to line up properly. Beautiful. All right. So there is our line. And I can double that up between episodes so we don't have to sit through all of that. Let's set the road up. We will be delivering to Skellington here. So let's go ahead and that was a Hollywood Handbook shout out for those of you, by the way. Speak on that. Go like that and keep going over here. And then a little more, whoops, cancel, go a little more this way. If you are new to this series, eventually there will actually be trains running and everything. If you have never watched this series before and are still here, that's amazing, because this seems like it would be really boring watching me just run a bunch of road and rail lines and everything. Oh, there's a little gap that the computer didn't do very well. Yeah. Well, computer, why did you set up such a dumb roadway in the first place? There we go. But yeah, we'll have some trains going and stuff. Like, I won't set all that up by the next episode, but I will set up most of the rest of this by the start of the next episode, so you don't have to sit through all of this track laying and everything. And we will do some fast forwarding and stuff as well as time goes on, because they're, boy, really expensive to connect up there. I guess you just need to connect because the road is so steep. There you go, that's much better. I'm not quite sure what I was saying. All right, this road we want to just connect as quickly and straightly as we can. There's no point in dilly-dallying. We want to get our trucks to be able to go back and forth in a fast way. There we go, thank you. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, as they say, so no need to have anything other than a straight line. I don't want my trucks to have to go back and forth a lot. Great, okay, so we're going to have cattle going in there, oil going in there, and then they're going to take those to the train. The train will turn both into goods, and then we'll turn those goods into stuff that we will take to Skellington, and then we'll also take it over to Waterford. But that'll be a little while before we connect up Watford. We will just connect up the two towns first. So let's get our depots set up. Let's try that again. Okay, depot. So we are going to drop off oil here. 30,000, jeez. Why do you gotta build the land up like that? Why not just put it somewhere that's affordable? I guess you know, honestly, I don't even really need a depot there. All I really need is a bus stop, because all it's doing is dropping stuff off. So let's, 60,000, are you kidding me? Build it at the ground level. There we go. I'll build that at the ground level, and then we'll connect it up with a road. Like this. That should be cheaper. No, well, didn't really save me much money at all. It's not going to save me any money if the construction is not possible. Stupid game. Come on. Oh, too much slope. Boo. How about just the right amount of slope? There you go. Too much curvature, too much slope. Well, that's what I get for trying to be cheap, isn't it? Cancel. How about I destroy the road and do it that way? There we go. You'll connect up like that, and then I can just bring you out like that. There's always two ways to skin a cat. Okay, and so we will pick up there, we'll drop off there. That's going to be a one-way route. Over here, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to pick up here like that. Nope, nope, nope. Let me lay it down flush to the ground. That's good enough. And then we will set up some stops. We'll set up a stop here to drop off, and we'll set up a stop there to drop off. And then we need a depot here. I say a depot here to pick up the food that will be going back to the town. So expensive. Is there not a flat place where I can put it in? Maybe on that side of the road. Guess not. Well, I don't really want to have to deal with the traffic over there. If I try to set it up over here, yeah, it's just going to be a disaster. Come on. Oh, wait, where's that? 19,000. Does it connect to the train station? It does. And it connects to the road? Oh, beautiful. That'll work. All right, so that will get our finished goods into Skellington here. Let's put the bus stop into the town. I guess I could probably do 2, but we're just going to start with 1, and we can expand it to 2 later on if we want to do that. Doesn't hurt anything. There we go. Cool. So we've got our basic routes set up, and we still have $800,000 left over. So that's good news. I may as well double up our track while we are the last couple of minutes of this episode. Well, oh, you know what we should do instead of doubling up our track is set up the roads over here to where we can get the finished goods going into the station. All right, so there's that. We're gonna bring you up like that. We're gonna keep going like that. Nice short distance if we can. Keep it as straight as we can. Thank you. Maybe a little bit of a curve is going to be needed here at the end. That's all right. Yeah, too much. You say. There we go. I say there we go, and that. And then over here, you're not really set up in the way that I might like. Can I bring you out of there? I guess I can. I didn't think it was going to let me, but it did. All right, and then we're going to curve up this way, and we'll curve over here. There we go. We are almost there. Just a little more. And 1 more segment. That's good enough. Great. And then a road to connect you to. And then we'll put a depot there. Maybe. Look at that. Nice and cheap. And then another depot. Too bad there's not a key to allow you to build the thing you were just building. We'll put another depot. Oh, you know what though? I don't need a key because there's a hotkey. I set up a hotkey for these depots, so I guess I don't really need to worry about that either. All right, there we go, right there, beautiful. And then we'll put the oh no, you can't do a bus stop down here though because these ones have to go both ways. So we will have one right there. That'll do. And then another one over on this side. And this hilly over here, so I guess we're going to expect to have to pay a bunch, but 26,000, a lot better than the 50,000 or whatever they were trying to get us to pay over on that other side. All right, so now we've got all of our lines set up. Let's go ahead and finish doubling up this as we end the episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. If you have, that is great because this is probably the most boring episode of this series that we're going to run into. Probably not the best way to start out a series. On the other hand, if you play this game, you know that the start of the game is setting up your original rail line. And maybe I've done it in a good way here. We definitely lucked out on this map. I thought I was going to have to do... oh boy, I looked over and I would have freaked out if I'd forgotten to set record. I thought we were going to have to do a couple of tries to get a decent map, but we got a decent map. If you can haul 2 production lines for 2 towns on your starting point, then you're in pretty good shape. So I would say we're in pretty good shape for this one. So yeah, if you've enjoyed, leave me a comment down in the comment section. Let me know. And be sure to click the like button, which is a good way to indicate that you liked this video. It's right there in the name. And I hope you will continue watching. I would like to see some good views on this series. I'm excited about it. And I will see you at episode 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey, wrong button.